I am David J. Taylor. Well, Goodbye Hazel is a song that I wrote in 2006 for my partner's mother, Hazel Kruger, who passed away. And I did a recording of it back in 2006 and was semi-satisfied with it, but the event was a little bit too immediate, so I slept on it for 5 years and then re-recorded it. And the album was funded through the Rolco Radio 10K20 program, and I did a full-length album and decided that I would recut that particular song. And the further into the album, usually the album tells you what the album's going to be called. I'm a record producer by trade, and I've done this a lot, and the record tells you as you're making the record what it's going to be called. You know what I mean? And so I was 3/4 of the way through the album and I realized it was not going to be called It's Over Now, or it wasn't going to be called 17 or any of the other tracks. It was going to be called Goodbye Hazel. The biggest challenge was finding the time. I was in the middle of producing an album for Megan Nash and for Megan Bowman, two completely different artists. And I was working on a documentary series for Ian Taves. Which series was it at that point? I work in television and film as well as a re-recording mixer, and so I was doing a number of things, and it was juggling and finding the time. And what I did was I very much made it my precious time to do this album, and I did all the tracking at Twisted Pair Productions in Regina, where I work, and then I took the rest and I did all of it at home. I recorded myself, I comped my vocals, I did everything by myself, out of just so that I could get away from everybody. So it felt kind of like I needed to. Truth be told, I did one of my vocals in the nude. I'm not afraid to say it. Like I got inspired. I'd been doing some vocals, and I was not hitting a particular song, and I just got inspired at sort of 11 o'clock at night, and I was in my bathrobe, and I went out there to my studio, and I just hit record, and Bob's Your Uncle, I sang it in the nude. So I mean, that's kind of a cool thing. Plus waking up in the morning, having a cup of coffee, going out to the studio and working on a mix or guitar tracks or whatever, it's a very freeing experience.